Well, we're on day 3, and we stopped here to glass. Right out here was where the antelope were last night, and they were moving slightly north, but we thought we'd stop here. You just got to use these roads. The densities are so low. You drive, you get out in glass, drive, get out in glass. After a little bit of looking, we found them out here. So they're still probably 1,200 yards out, but they're slowly moving up that direction. So might want to get moving at some point. So we hiked on out here, hoping that we could intercept them. Scott's back at the truck. He's giving us hand signals implying that they made it too far up that way. So we're gonna head back to the road, get back to the truck, and see if we can come up with a new plan.
Sorry guys, I just never could find him again. I thought I saw him at one point, but it was just a doe and a fawn. I don't know if they got split up or what, but after that coyote yipped and they just all took off, I never could find him again. I just kept scanning and scanning, and
we just caught a glimpse of 5 that are out this way. So we think they just made a big loop out that way, crossed, and then came back. These are the trees that we saw them bedded down in yesterday. And we're gonna sneak in, see if we can get close enough to see where they're at. He's right there at 450. All right, so we busted him out of here by accident. They ran this direction, so we're gonna see if they slow down and we can intercept them going this way. So I haven't seen them since they darted off, so. I think we should probably just go back to where we've been seeing them earlier today, and we should be able to see whether, whichever side of the road they stayed on, should be able to find them. Well, it's the afternoon of day 3. We had a small thunderstorm come through, not much of anything, and there was a lightning strike up here, and then the wind started picking up about 2 hours ago, and now there's a bunch of smoke coming out of this canyon up here. But that's Nevada, right? August, dry monsoon season, afternoon thunderstorms, poof, then a little wind picks up like right now, and that's what you get. But right now, they're just planes circling everywhere, and you can see there's more smoke and more smoke. I think they're gonna have their hands full with that one as hard as the wind's blowing out here today. So fingers crossed they get it out before it becomes something major. We're kind of wondering, what do we do? They dropped, I think, 8 or 10 smoke jumpers up here. They've made 2 drops, and they're coming to make another drop of supplies. But we got to go back that way, so we're just going to drive down there and get out of their way. The last thing I want to do is be in the way of a firefighting operation. So I told the guys, you know what? Let's jump in the truck and let's get the hell out of here, because these folks got work to do. And we got, as much as that pronghorn, that buck might be there, we're not going to be in their way. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to locate them again, and we're not having any luck. So pretty soon we're going to be packing up and leaving, and day 3 will be in the books. And it's not looking real pretty. I suppose tomorrow morning we'll be right back here in the same spot. hoping that we can find these guys. They came this direction when we busted them this afternoon, but where they went, I don't know. So anyhow, tomorrow's day 4. That's the wrap for day 3. Hopefully we got something better to show you on day 4. So I was setting the tripod up so I could glass while sitting in the truck, and happened to look through it and saw this buck walking through the frame. He's a pretty nice one. He got some good prongs and some good mass. Also walking with a limp, which is really interesting.
Scott Jones, what's your thoughts on this buck?
I'd be heading down one of those drainages over that way to get in front of him and shoot him as he's coming to you. I think he's pretty darn nice.
Yeah, let's try to get up there and
All right.
see that. I'm gonna at least grab all my stuff quick and get ready. We haven't seen the buck we're after, so we're trying to figure out, we're gonna stay here for a while or are we gonna go back and, keep moving around. My thought on this is that it's enough of a hike in here that I don't really want to have to do it more than I need to. And we haven't seen this in the afternoon, so I'm tempted to say we should just stay here for a little while and see if maybe he's bedded in some of this stuff, that he'll get up and start walking around and we'll be able to see him. He is pretty limpy, which makes me think he doesn't really want to travel too far. And we saw him come in here somewhere, but it took us probably an hour or an hour and a half to get up here after we last saw him. So who knows? He could be all the way up there, he could be all the way down there, he could have gone back to the road, who knows? But I think we'll be out here for a little while.
Here we are, hunting one of the biggest pronghorn we've ever seen. But there's not a chance in hell I'm going back to Bozeman, Montana to deal with, the realities of life when there's an 85, 86 inch pronghorn walking around here with a bum leg, and Matthew has a tag. So I think that when we get to coverage, we better call our collective the real bosses. But Kim, she'll say, "Oh, does Matthew want to stay longer?" And I'll say, "Oh yeah, Matthew is I've never seen Matthew this fired up in his life." So my wife, Matthew's mother, would say, "Well, you guys should stay there until you kill him then." So if I'm hunting with Matthew, I could be gone for 4 years. I could be gone like the Vancouver expedition. They could think that I sunk a ship out in the Pacific, and wife would say, "Oh, he's with Matthew, that's fine." There's nothing I don't have privilege to do when it involves Matthew. That's just how it is. And those of you who are married, you know that if one of your kids are involved in it, you got a lot more liberal kitchen pass. So I think in this 5 minutes of me rambling, we've concluded a couple things. We are not leaving until one of two things happens. This buck gets killed or season closes. I mean, this could be the longest day by day in the history of fresh tracks.
Here, I put my binos up, and he gets up out of a wash and starts running right towards us.
But no one else can see him in their binos, so I don't dare get I can't take the scope off him. It is him. He's got a limb. He's got mass. to the ends of time. He's running. I mean, it's like we got him on a string here.
He's walking right towards us, and he's currently about 800 yards away. So we're waiting to see if he slows down and gives us an opportunity to go maybe down here, maybe over there. If he gets even reasonably close to us, we'll be able to close the distance pretty well. How far?
360. What's that? 360. We gotta go left.
I didn't think I hit him at first.
I saw him drop down, and he just put the burners on. I think you smoked him.
I saw him fall right there.
Huh?
I saw him fall right there.
Yeah, oh, he fell. He's down.
Wow.
Woo! Holy cow! You see that? The footage is gonna suck, but we just ran a half mile through these rocks, and that buck had got up here, and that buck stood right there, and he drilled it. I don't know if in the camera, I'm so zoomed out, I don't know if you can even see the buck or see it fall down. Oh my God, that's a huge buck.
Matthew Newberg, the big buck killer.
Man, he lost a big chunk of hair right here.
Oh, cow.
That is a whopper, buddy. Nice work.
Thanks for all your help, Scott.
Oh.
Couldn't have done it without you.
That is a whopper pronghorn, Matthew. I really have no idea.
Yeah. Well,
Aren't you glad you didn't shoot the other one?
I am. But let's get him taken care of.
Yep.
And
Let's do
make
that.
sure we save the meat in this heat.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
Oh, man.
man. Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Everything about this hunt was at the pinnacle. You know, Matthew, Scott, the landscape, the quality of the buck, the quality of the stocks we had for us to spend these 5 days just goofing off, no care in the world. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? Public land, pronghorn. Man, even if I have to film another one and the footage isn't what we think it should be or could be for the standard we have, I would love to go do this again.